Well, hello guys. So today we're going to take a look at this Sanyo camcorder that is inside this carrying case. And well, we are going to basically take it apart and tear it down. I'm going to get rid of this camcorder because well, it's not working. Only the mechanism works, and well, I don't really want to keep it because well, I have this video Walkman which has a working 8mm mechanism. The picture does not work on this video Walkman, but the mechanism works. And this one, the mechanism works. And also I have this Canon camcorder in this carrying case, which also has the picture not working and the mechanism working. And well, now I got this fully working JVC SVHSC camcorder, which I find very nice. Very happy to have a working camcorder. And so yeah, we're going to take a look at the inside, like the electronics and all that, and we're going to tear it down. I'm going to disassemble it now and probably not reassembling it after. So now I got the Sanyo camcorder out, and also my Canon camcorder next to it, so we can compare the two units. So they, like from the exterior, they look a lot different. These two camcorders, they are like very different. And this Sanyo camcorder is quite particular because like you can see the shape, like how it is. It's like a more I don't know, the shape is quite different. It's like more flat and more square. You can see it almost looks like a portable mini portable VCR more than like a camcorder. And well, you can hold it like horizontally. So this is how you hold it. So this is quite particular, and it looks quite special. Like compared to this one, it's a lot different. And the tape mechanism is here. And you have a pretty nice mechanism with this cassette carriage that goes back. And here on the Canon, it doesn't open on the same sense. It opens like vertically, like this, with this cover that lifts up. So you see, compared to the sense, like related to the sense where you hold the camcorder, like you hold it on this sense, and well, the mechanism is like placed horizontally, and here it's like placed downwards, like compared related to where you hold it. And also the mechanism is quite different on these two camcorders. You can see the drum is a lot bigger on this Canon camcorder, and the mechanism is well, quite different. And this one, you can see the mechanism in action from the exterior, and this one you cannot see it because when you close it, you will just see this come back like this, like entering, going forward. So it's quite interesting to compare. So you can see this one has a very small drum, and the tape goes all the way around it. And here it goes, the drum is bigger, and the tape, it goes like 180 degrees around it. And like all camcorders, when you press eject while it's already ejected, you can see the motor turns a little bit to like push it out to be sure that it's ejected. So yeah, the mechanisms are quite different. And they don't sound the same. And well, right now this one is connected with the DC adapter, and this one it has the battery, which is still good. So I'm going to keep the battery on this camcorder when I get rid of it. But at the moment, I think I'm going to keep it because like physically, it's in very good condition, and well, the mechanism works, so I can still open it when I want, and it doesn't take that much space. But you know, I don't feel like it's important to keep the two camcorders. Like the Sanyo will go away. And right here my very cool JVC camcorder that I just got, and that is fully working. So this one looks more like the Canon camcorder, but the mechanism is not at the same place. You can see here it's on the right side and it opens like this. And here, well, it's actually much different. I'll just put the camera there, so you can see the tape mechanism. Like there is a LCD screen that opens, which I really like. The two other cameras don't have that screen. And here's where it opens. As you can see, it opens on this side. And the mechanism is placed like vertically, but you can see the front is on this cent. So on the three camcorders have the mechanism placed in a different position. So this is very interesting. The three camcorders are like a lot different. So you just heard the tape loading, and also my VHS camcorder, full-size VHS camcorder that is in there. This one looks more like the Canon. I reviewed it too. It has the VHS tape going on this side of the camcorder. So right now we're going to open this Sanyo camcorder and store this one and this one, and I might use this one to film. It's very nice that this VHS camcorder is fully working. Really like it. So now the camcorder is open and you can see the pretty cool tip mechanism. With you can see this like a 1-inch drum. And it's really cool. It operates without a cassette. Yeah, this table moves a bit. So there you can see how it loads. It loads almost 360 degrees. The play button is here. Now it's currently playing the tape. The drum stops spinning when you press stop. The loading motor is here and it's placed vertically, and it's driving a worm gear that drives this metal shaft here, and then it drives another worm gear that is behind there. When you eject it, you can see it there, and this drives the loading gears. And while most 8mm mechanisms have a loading motor like this that have that kind of mechanism, and also most mini DV mechanisms like this camcorder this video Walkman has the same type of motor mechanism with the motor placed vertically and this shaft with the 2 rope gears. And also this Canon camcorder has that. And also my JVC VHS camcorder also have that kind of motor, and also JVC mini DV camcorders, and also the JVC mini DV VHS combos have that kind of mechanism. So that is quite interesting to see. So you could see that the tip guides have actually circle gears. The circle metal gears, like some VCRs, some VHS VCRs have that. You can see it. You can see them a little bit under. It's like somewhat similar to a Betamax, but there's actually a Sony mechanism that actually loads like a Betamax. And here the capstan motor is under this, and it drives the gears to drive the Adler. And here behind there, in the center of the screen, there is a gear that is like responsible for like transferring the rotation to these spools. Even if this carriage moves, so you can see the tip spools move with it, so there needs something to like transfer the rotation to them, even when it ejects. So this gear does it. So this is a quite interesting mechanism. So yeah, the reason why I don't want to keep this camcorder is because yeah, I already have the other the other 8mm camcorder with the working mechanism, and also the video Walkman, and well, this one does not have the picture working, and also not often feel like removing all these screws to open the camcorder. It's like it takes like more time to do than opening a VCR and all that. So yeah, it doesn't bother me to get rid of this this broken camcorder. I wonder how much this camcorder cost back then. It's from like around 1992. So now I'm going to disassemble everything, and like you will see the bottom of the mechanism, and well, yeah, I'm not going to reassemble it after. So now I just filmed the rewind cycle of this while I had this open, and I will upload the video at the same time as this. And apparently I can't play the tape anymore. Right now I'm pressing the play button and it does not play. But fast forward and rewind work and stop. I also just spliced this tape because it was highly damaged. Like it was folded on itself like this. Now let's disassemble all the electronics and all that. So now I took this off of there, and I also I have removed the camera mode, the camera part from this. It's not plugged right now. And now we're going to try to see the bottom side of the chassis. So here on the bottom you have a circuit board, and it's full of like a small surface mount capacitors. So you see how this is small, those circuit board. This is very small. This must be like extremely hard to repair. I don't even know how they managed to repair it. You see there are like some mini capacitors there. It's like 1mm big. So we're going to see what's under this circuit board. So now I broke off the circuit board to remove it, and here's the bottom side of the chassis. And when I actually had managed to like remove the circuit board without breaking it before, but now I didn't do it. I just did not like unscrew it, and I pulled it off and I broke it. And so now we can see the bottom, and there's like the metal chassis that covers most of the mechanism, but you can see some parts. Like here you can see the circle gear, the metal gear, and here the gear to the capstan idler mechanism. And here the bottom of the loading motor, you can see there's a worm gear, a metal worm gear, and it drives that gear, this gear here on this shaft, and it goes all the way down there. And there's the other worm gear. So that's a quite interesting mechanism, and also very complicated. And you can see a lot of how there is a lot of small parts there. And well, I don't think there's any belt in this chassis. At least from there, I do not see any belt. I think like how the capstan motor mechanism works is by it uses gears that goes from there to there, series of gears, and instead of using like a nylon belt. So it's all gear driven, this mechanism, and no belt, and even no toothed belt. I think I don't see any. So now probably we're going to like destroy that stuff with a hammer, so maybe we can see better better of the stuff behind. So now we're going to destroy this with a hammer, so maybe we can see some parts under. So that's pretty sad, but it's fun anyway to destroy broken stuff, but only broken stuff. So you can see the loading motor, it fell out. So now we have disassembled the two parts, and there we can see some of the gear mechanism. That gear is swinged like this against this one. So now you can see better. Here you can see the circle gears under this. So now I think that's enough for the destruction. So now I've been destroying it a little bit for fun, and well, I've been destroying like the camera lens, and I literally made the snow with the camera lens. This is a glass powder. So now that's pretty much the end of this camcorder and of this video. So now I'll say you goodbye.